part 3 of lecture 5. What we discuss on part 2 of the lecture 5 until summary AI and human intelligence. We try to say that while AI has made significant role in augmenting certain aspects of human intelligence, fundamentally different in many ways. And so AI excel in processing vast amount of data and performing a specific task. So then we said that future will be some sort of merging between human and AI. Okay, let's dive into a new topic, which is AI types. So AI types, we would like to know how many types of AI existed. So existing AI is the, as you can see in the figure which I designed, is the artificial narrow intelligence. Usually they call it ANI, and artificial general intelligence, AGI, and artificial superintelligence. So as you can see here, these three is three famous of the AI. So ANI, AGI, and then ASI. So let's see inside the lectures for today, part section, what we have. So as you can see here, through the ANI, usually they call it ANI, not ANI. ANI is okay, but ANI is like AI. Some A, you can remember like this and I, N and A and I. So AGI and the other ASI. So if simply ANI is the artificial narrow intelligence, or sometimes they call weak AI. Other is more strong AI and is super AI. Very simply, so gradually then more intelligence will be increased. So from consider from like this, you have a little intelligence in this part, but when you come to the ASI here and ANI here and AGI is here, right? Sorry. So you can consider amount of the intelligence, how much the system. So when we are in the ANI, we can see not only it is called weak and narrow AI, you can see this type of AI is focused on performing a specific task within limited domain. It excel in a well-defined area, but cannot generalize its knowledge to other domain. So this is the point. So well-defined for some domain. So it is not able to generalize. So you may know about the Siri and Alexa is an example, virtual assistant, or image recognition software used in facial recognition, or chess playing program like Deep Blue, which famously defeated a world chess champion. Recommendation system on platforms like Netflix or Amazon, which predict user preference based on the past behavior. What is the characteristic of AI excel in its specific focus area, so a specific domain. Cannot transfer learning. This is the point. Remember, AI cannot transfer learning to other domain. For instance, a chess playing AI cannot suddenly begin diagnosing medical conditions. So this is the main important. Remember, if I ask any question in exam, what is which sort of AI you cannot exchange between one domain to another domain, that is AI. AI does not process human like general intelligence or like consciousness. So this is about the AI. So regarding, most AI systems we interact with today are forms of the artificial narrow intelligence. They perform incredibly well at the specific task, but lack the ability to think or reason beyond their programming. This is the point. But then we will come to another AI, which is called AGI. Usually it is a strong or human level AI. Represent a theoretical concept of the machines with the human-like cognitive ability. So human-like cognitive abilities. This would allow AGI system to learn, reason, and apply knowledge across a wide range of domains, just as a human do. Little bit getting more intelligent like human in this level. So when we see characteristic of that, AGI would have the ability to understand, learn, apply knowledge from various fields, allowing it to perform any intellectual task that a human can. So this one. AGI general, intelligence would possess common sense, reasoning, and ability to abstract idea. So it can abstract idea, do human task, right? And this is the very important point for considering much like how human can apply logic and reasoning to different situations. So current status of the AGI has not yet been achieved. Even now, it remains a goal of AI research, with the scientists and engineers working to create systems that approach this level of intelligence. AGI is often considered next major leap in the AI research. If developed, it could lead to significant achievement in the technology, but it is also raises ethical concern. So ethical concern is the issue in the current status. We are dealing with AGI, about how such a system would be controlled. This is the AGI. Now let's dive into ASI. So ASI is the artificial superintelligence, represent a hypothetical future state. And where the AI surpasses human intelligence in all aspects. This type of AI would not only replicate human cognitive ability, but also exceed them, becoming more intelligent than human. So let's see characteristic of ASI. It would be exceed human cognitive ability. Exceed, right? This is a little bit high level AI in every domain, including problem solving, creativity, decision making. ASI could be capable of continuous self-improvement. So this is the point, continuous self-improvement. Could lead, to rapid advancement in its own intelligence. This improvement, self-improvement, could lead to intelligent explosion. This is the characteristic of ASI, or what is often referred to as a technological singularity. So this is called technological singularity, where AI becomes uncontrollably powerful. So there is an ethical and existential consideration. First, potential benefit. ASI could solve complex global challenges, advance scientific research, and develop solutions beyond human capability. This one. And ASI could lead to a loss of human control, unintended consequences, or ethical concern surrounding power dynamics between the human and machines. So think of the ASI as an AI system that could continually improve itself, surpassing human intelligence and decision-making ability. This raises concern about how such a system would be governed and whether we could ensure that its goal align with the human value. This is the point. Let's summarize these three. In summary, we currently live in the age of A and I. Currently, we are here. But future maybe bring us closer to AGI. So we are not still completely in the AGI. And eventually, ASI, we will reach to that point. Each state represents a different level of the AI capability, with profound implications for society, ethics, and governance. I hope you understood these three. I think it's a time we go and watch a movie. During this movie clip, which is very famous, you can understand more in some video. I check many videos. I found out this video is very good for education. So please pay attention. If needed explanation, I will explain during the video.
This video explore the three main types of AI: artificial narrow intelligence, artificial general intelligence, and artificial superintelligence. Let's start with artificial narrow intelligence. Artificial narrow intelligence, or ANI. ANI refers to AI systems that are designed to perform specific tasks or solve particular problems. ANI has a limited range of abilities and operates within a predefined scope. Examples of ANI include virtual assistants like Siri or Alexa.
This is
These
Siri and
systems
Alexa.
can answer questions, play music, and control smart devices in your home. ANI is also used in image recognition systems, which can identify objects, people, and animals in photos.
Virtual
Another
assistant,
example of
very
ANI is
everything
spam
clear.
filters, which use machine learning algorithms to identify and filter out unwanted emails. ANI is used in manufacturing, where robots are programmed to perform specific tasks such as welding, painting, and assembling products.
A specific task.
While ANI is useful for performing specific...
Remember that ANI including many intelligence. Currently, still we not fully cover ANI. So don't think that ANI is very low level of AI. See, very complicated AI. But domain is clear. You cannot, as I mentioned before, you cannot switch from one domain to another domain. When design AI for something, for robotic, for this one, you cannot suddenly begin diagnostic medical condition.
tasks. It lacks the cognitive abilities of humans. This brings us to the next type of AI, artificial general intelligence.
So when we want to little bit strong AI, human-like cognition ability, similar human, then AGI. Please, I'm many times repeating to understand the difference. AGI is a general, from one domain to another domain. Understand, learn, apply knowledge.
Artificial general intelligence, or AGI, aims to create AI systems that can perform any intellectual task that a human can.
Any task of the human can, AGI should can. So that means we don't reach to that point. That is the future AI. Please understand. It still is very difficult to cover this one. Ability to understand, apply knowledge, learn. This is not easy task for various fields. Not yet been achieved. This is goal of AI, many research center.
AGI systems would have human-like cognitive abilities such as reasoning, problem solving, and learning. They would be able to adapt to new situations, understand natural language, and have creativity and emotional intelligence. Chatbots are thought of as an example of AGI. They can understand natural language and respond to queries in a human-like way. But in truth,
so recently, within a few years, ChatGPT, Gemini, like Claude, many AI is coming to the beginning of the AGI.
they are a collection of ANI systems working together. Self-driving cars are also thought of as an example of AGI when in reality, they are a complex network of...
So self-driving car currently is not fully industrialized. So in our industry, we don't have such a fully self-driving car. We are ongoing.
ANI programs working in harmony which use machine learning algorithms to perceive their environment and make decisions based on that information. There hasn't been meaningful advancement in AGI yet, but once we reach that milestone, we will experience artificial intelligence that would be near indistinguishable from human beings, but better because they will exist both in physical forms as well as digital. One good example of this would be AGI used in gaming, where AI systems will not only learn and adapt to a player's behavior to provide a challenging and engaging experience, but will also behave for intelligence, or the ultimate goal of AI
since
research is to
I don't want to take more time, let's go for ASI, artificial superintelligence, more advanced, and as I explained, this is hypothetical future state. Human, it would exceed human cognitive ability in every domain, including problem solving, decision making.
Or ASI. ASI refers to AI systems that surpass human intelligence in almost every area. ASI systems would have the ability to solve complex problems that are beyond human capabilities, such as curing diseases, predicting natural disasters, and creating new technologies.
Creating new technology, it is not an easy task. This is for future.
ASI could also lead to significant advancements in brain-computer interfaces, enabling us to communicate with machines and each other in ways we never thought possible. However, the development of ASI raises many ethical and safety concerns, as it would be difficult to predict how these systems would behave and how they would impact society.
So, I highly recommend after this video, by the next week, I highly recommend as a class assignment, not home assignment. You don't need to submit to me. 3 video. One is the Terminator 2. Another is Ex Machina. Another is the Her, H-E-R. These 3 video, which gonna introduce in this video, is talk about 3 sort of video which is useful for our classes. So I highly recommend, please watch this video by the next lecture as a class assignment.
Popular culture has explored the dangers of ASI. In movies like Terminator, ASI systems become self-aware and turn on their human creators. In Ex Machina, an AI system...
This is self-aware. Self-aware. Please pay attention to the word, like context-aware. So, there is a context aware, AR, context aware system or self-aware. Aware means awareness, know something, intelligence system. So these 2 is nearly same. Context means the environment, understand the situation. As you can see in Terminator 2, it is talk about mix between the cyber world and physical world together, and more intelligently go to the another cyber world. Means aware of the context. Context change. For example, you have a mobile is fully AI system. When you enter to the class zone is the context, outside of class, inside of class. So when you enter class, outside of class, inside class, this is context change. Context change, if your system is context aware, then is a high level of AI, then automatically your mobile convert to the silent, not manually by your hand. Automatically, like U-check system, usually when you should come to the class and do attendance inside the class. Outside the class you cannot, but still not fully intelligent. You should manually do, but fully context aware or self-aware, when you go inside, it is understand the environment. So another movie I highly recommend is the Ex Machina or Machina. Usually say Machina. Ex Machina is a great movies which useful you see as a class assignment.
Named Ava gains consciousness and manipulates her human creator to escape captivity. Her is another movie that Ex Machina, an AI system named Ava gains consciousness and manipulates her human creator to escape captivity.
Let's start to talk about the consciousness.
The relationship between
another is
and
the
ASI.
hair.
In the movie, a man falls in love with an AI system named Samantha, who has advanced cognitive abilities and can process vast amounts of information. While ASI is still in the realm of science fiction, researchers are working to develop AI systems that can learn and reason in a way that is similar to humans. The potential applications of ASI are vast, but it's essential to ensure that these systems are developed ethically and with safety in mind.
So ethical issue in ASI. Okay, now so here is a very nice clip from Stephen Hawking. In this part of video, Stephen Hawking he's presenting a theory about the development of artificial intelligence. He is in the by using some sensor trying convert his mind to text. He tried to transfer about the future of AI. He believes that if human can develop advanced and complete artificial intelligence, it might rapidly progress and redesign itself, means AI, in such a way that the speed of this development would increase exponentially. Exponentially means very rapid. So, in other words, Hawking predict that AI could get out of human control and human may not be able to complete with this level of intelligence and achievement. I stopped video to explain because that part is very short. I want you to pay attention. Let me give an example. If we create a highly intelligent robot capable or able to solving complex problem, this robot might be able to design a more advanced version of itself. We design some robot, then that robot can design more advanced type of from its robot. So after some time, these robots could become so advanced that they surpass human in speed and intelligence, which could lead to a situation where humans are unable to resist or keep up with them. So that is very, is very dangerous. So in this speech, Hawking points to dangers that may accompany the limitless development of AI, and this is one of his concern about the future of humanity. Not his concern, most researcher concern. So let's see what he's trying to say.
Humans develop artificial intelligence. It would take off on its own and redesign itself at an ever-increasing rate.
He tried to say once the human, it would be able to take off its own and redesign, increasing the rate. Human who are limited by, this is what he worry about.
Humans, who are limited by slow biological evolution, couldn't compete and would be superseded.
If AI has a goal and humanity just happens to be in the way.
Some quotation from Elon Musk, you know him. Sorry.
The goal and humanity just happens to be in the way, it will destroy humanity as a matter of course, without even thinking about it. No hard feelings. It's just like if we're building a road and an anthill happens to be in the way, we don't hate ants. We're just building a road. And so goodbye anthill.
So Elon Musk has announced
the goal and humanity just happens to be in the way, it will destroy humanity as a matter of course, without even thinking about it. No hard feelings. It's just like if we're building a road and an anthill happens to be in the way, we don't hate ants. We're just building a road. And so goodbye anthill.
So let's some more information about the key characteristic of AI. So domain specific, focus, functionality, and no cross domain learning. So this is 2 points which try to explain here. You can pause and read more. And this is human design algorithm. So most AI models are manually crafted by human engineer who design a specific algorithm for solving a particular problem. This system rely on humans to fine-tune their process and do not autonomously adapt it beyond their training data. Engineers select algorithm and use the data to ensure AI perform well in its designated plan. But AI itself does not change its approach unless reprogrammed by developer. This is the point. When we reprogram, that is the issue. So this is not fully autonomous. So this is limited. So human design algorithm. So is the manually designed. High performance in a specialized area. So is this AI is the outperforming human. So AI system often outperform human in their specific field. For example, like Deep Blue, which defeated the world chess champion in 1997. And AlphaGo, which mastered the ancient game of Go, defeating top human player. These systems are highly, optimized for their narrow focus and can process data faster and more accurately than human in this area. And at the reactive, AI typically react in nature. They respond to input based on the pre-programmed responses and pattern they have learned through training. However, AI does not engage in reasoning and in understanding, does not engage. like what the human do is understanding and reasoning. It reacts based on the learned pattern, but does not possess common sense or a deeper awareness of task that performing. So like Deep Blue, as we discussed, Deep Blue is a chess player, can calculate millions of possible moves, but it does not understand why it is playing chess. This is the point. It follows the rule and reacts optimally, but without reasoning about its action. In summary, A and I, most widely used for AI today, excelling in a specific domain while lacking the flexibility to generalize or adapt outside of its training. Its reliance on human design algorithm and reactive nature distinguishes it from more advanced form of AI. So this is about the ANI, and if I give the example like Siri, Alexa, which you saw recommendation system, like Netflix, image recognition, chess playing program, limitation, inability to generalize, lack of human-like understanding. This is the point. So AGI is referred to the system human level intelligence. Some characteristic of that one. Let's look at that characteristic. That is unsupervised learning and human level intelligence. So the ultimate goal of the AGI is to enable AI to learn from unlabeled data. So this is the point, unlabeled data. This is the goal of the, as you see goal. Here, please pay attention. I put goal and challenges. So the goal of here is enable to be learned from unlabeled data, much like how human learn from experience. Connective flexibility would be a key feature, allowing AGI to apply its knowledge across a wide range of tasks and domains. Imagine an AI could solve complex mathematical equations and also engage in creative activity like painting or writing. Right? What is the challenge for this characteristic, unsupervised learning? Identifying pattern and structure without explicit guidance process. Do you remember we said low-level AI is explicit, but here said this is the challenge is identifying pattern and structure without explicit guidance poses a significant challenge. So that means without explicit we can have a challenge, significant challenge. We are difficult go from the goal is identify pattern and structure implicitly. Current AI system require supervision to ensure they learn efficiently. So this is the point. when we talk about the supervised learning, it is a fundamental step toward human-like intelligence, because current models are dependent on vast amount of label data, whereas AGI will need the ability to extract knowledge without such a explicit labeling. So explicit labeling is not good. So goal is to reach implicitly. Another is the continual learning, common sense of learning. So that means can accumulate knowledge over time without forgetting previous learning. What does it mean? For example, suppose one taxi driver working 20 years driving inside Seoul. He knows many places. Sometimes they don't use navigation. But when one young people started to be taxi driver, doesn't have such a 20 years knowledge. But the point is, 20 years taxi driver retired, but knowledge gone. But if we have a AGI system, we can keep his knowledge or her knowledge, bring to the some system, and young taxi driver can use that knowledge. So this accumulating, this is the point. So AGI to develop intuitive understanding. So intuitive understanding the world, something more than normal understanding. Making informed decision based on prior and previous experience and based on the real-time data. What is the challenge? One of the primary challenge is overcoming catastrophic forgetting, a phenomenon where the neural network lost previously learned information when they acquire new knowledge. So human can build a previous knowledge and learn continuously without erasing earlier experience. But AGI would need to replicate this process to make intelligent decisions in the dynamic environment, right? Current AI system, on the other hand, tend to forget the previous knowledge. So here means we don't forget the previous knowledge. Transfer learning, another one. Learning across the domain. So one domain to another domain. AGI system trained to play chess could apply its strategic thinking to the stock market. So this is the challenge that developing flexible knowledge representation can be generalized across domain remain a significant challenge. Flexible knowledge representation. And abstract reasoning means abstract thinking come from the abstract reasoning, right? Much like human intelligence. It should be formed a high-level concept used for problem solving in unfamiliar situation, allowing it to think creativity. So this is the if we talk more, another is the common sense reasoning. One of the major hardest of the AGI is the common sense reasoning. Current AI system struggle with the intuitive understanding of the world. Sometimes human too almost naturally we take for granted our ability to make basic inference, such as knowing object fall when drop and the people need food and sleep to survive. So this is the problem. Researchers are developing large knowledge-based and causal reasoning model. These two concepts which trying to solve it. So generalization across tasks. Another critical challenge of AI often rely on correlation rather than true causal understanding. AI system can detect pattern and associate, but frequently miss underlying cause and effective relationship. This can lead to incorrect conclusion. So what the approach? Meta-learning, right? Researchers are exploring causal inference model and interventional learning. This is the for understanding the cause and effect. So time is short. Current AGI attempts, you can see like OpenAI GPT, large language model, which is the LLM. LLM is famous, large language model trained on huge data, big data. So the capability is, that language related task is answering similar in a very creative writing. What is the limitation like ChatGPT, Gemini, something? GPT is still considered narrow AI. Please attention. Do not think that GPT is a AGI. ChatGPT we consider as a narrow AI. It focuses primarily on language processing and it lacks true understanding. Because not true understanding and reasoning ability, this makes narrow AI. This is not, GPT is not the, so while GPT model shows incredible proficiency in the task like text generation, language comprehension, they are still fundamentally tied to the data they have been trained on. They can produce remarkably coherent response, but often lack deep comprehensive and intuitive reasoning. So let's say DeepMind. So DeepMind also designed as a generalist agent. So can perform multiple tasks across different domains. Unlike most AI systems, they are highly special, but this is a little bit better situation. Capability can play Atari game, caption image, engage in chat, even control robotic arm. It uses a single neural network. So this is the single neural network. For these diverse tasks, marking a significant step toward generalize. So little bit DeepMind, Kato is close to AGI. But as a limitation, however, this DeepMind Kato performed in each individual task does not match a special domain, but still some problem. Like GPT, it remains far from achieving human-like general intelligence. So still, we cannot say that is so path to AGI like hybrid approach, brain inspired computing, ethical and safety consideration, benchmark evaluation, and social and economic shift. This is which will be the path for AGI. So in ASI, as you can see here, so we have a surpass human intelligence and self-improvement. You can and mastery across the domain. We already discussed. You can pause the video and read more since no much time. So the most issue is the ethical and existential consideration. Technology, singularity, potential benefit, and potential risk. This is what we are worried about the future AI, especially ethical. Ethical issue is very big issue, and safety mechanism. So through the safety mechanism, robust safety measure must be put in the place to ensure that ASI remains controllable and predictable, even as it continues on self-improve. These mechanisms will help us maintain oversight and prevent unintended consequences. So, in essence, while promise of ASI are vast, so too are the risk. Careful consideration must given to the ethical alignment and safety measure to ensure the ASI act as a force for a good rather than potential existential. So let's see comparison table of these three and finish today's lecture. So as you can see here, in terms of the scope, ANI is a narrow domain, general human-like, surpass the human intelligence. Adaptability, limited, learn and apply, capable, self-improvement. Pattern, high performance, generalized pattern, super pattern recognition. Learning, require retaining for new tasks. This is the problem. Learn across different domains. This is good. So continuously improve, reinforcement learning. So human-like reasoning, no. But this is yes. Here is saying more than human ability. Impact for industry, but impact of the AGI is a transform, fundamental change to the human. So ethical concern, minimal, significant. This is we have a risk for human. Okay, so we almost finish this section of the lectures. I hope you understood today this week lectures. So please prepare very well this slide, as well as prepare practically. Probably from the next week we will start a little and slowly go to the practical and touch some points. And as I mentioned, please prepare Python programming very well. We will touch Google Colab and Python programming slowly from the coming lectures, and then dive into many practical parts. So please well prepare. Thank you very much for your attention.